Hey, everybody, welcome to... Hey, everybody, welcome to Love and Reload, the voice of the relocation industry. I am your host, Ben Cross, and I'm so fired up today to be live day 3 kind of us doing this, but day 2 here at the IAM conference in New York City, right in Times Square, the heart of it all. I'm here with my very good friend, Brandon Day from Dayco's. Brandon, how's it going?
It is going awesome. It's been a great conference. Good time. New York's awesome. You can't complain.
How many IAM conferences is this for you, Brandon?
This is number 28 for me. I started in Reno in 1997 was my first one. I missed 1 year, and otherwise I've been every single year.
Reno.
Man,
we went from Reno to Times Square.
We have upgraded.
You know, started from the
we
bottom.
We have not gone back to Reno.
Look at that.
Reno was a bottom, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah. How does New York City stack rank in terms of destinations for an IAM conference?
I love New York anyway. It's one of my favorite cities to visit, so I like coming here for the conference. The hotel's pretty good. You know, you're right in Times Square. It's got a nice layout. People like coming here. You know, it's there's some challenges. You know, it's a hassle at certain things, but you know, you can't complain. You know, you get to come to New York. You get to hang out with a bunch of movers, and it's a good time.
World-class theater. I heard you're a theater guy. I didn't know that about you.
I am a theater guy. I have not got my wife, who is along with me, has gone to 2 different shows. Some of my employees have gone to 1 show. I've yet to make it because someone has to work.
Someone's got to hold
all
down
these
the fort.
Broadway tickets.
That's right. Someone's got to,
yes, it's not cheap.
Invoices.
It's not, the Broadway shows are not cheap.
No, they're not.
But they're good. They're first class quality. I do love them.
Well, I appreciate your team actually took my colleague Daisy Sinclair along for at Juliet.
Yes.
And Juliet.
And Juliet.
And
yes.
I heard it was absolutely fabulous.
I have seen it previously on a prior trip, and I told Daisy this. I said, if you don't like it, don't tell me that, because I will think less of you as a human if you don't like that show.
And you're not normally that judgmental.
Oh, I'm quite judgmental, but I'd usually keep it in my head. I don't normally vocalize it quite that obviously.
Get in the comments here. Judge us. Feel free. Go for it. Let us know who you are, where you are. We see Sammy checking in. Hey, so excited for today's lineup of guests. Yes, we got some great guests today. We got Sandra Clary checking in. She's going to be with us. We've got Tim Helenthal from Nationals going to be with us today. We got Wes Stewart's going to be with us. I even saw Chuck White.
Yeah, Chuck's around.
Running around here, man, like he caught a touchdown.
Yeah.
Running around. This is going to be great. Brandon, I got to ask you, though, what are people talking about?
There's a lot of discussion around the government shutdown right now. A lot of the DoD players here, obviously concerned about what the impact on business and the impact on payments, which is where our company comes in. You know, we're helping them get paid, and it's a challenge right now due to the fact there aren't a lot of government employees working.
How is the government shutdown affecting payments?
Well, it almost immediately we saw it drop to about 25% of what we would expect to see flowing through was getting paid. The shipments are still moving. We can still invoice. The problem is there's nobody working at the base level to approve the invoice, so the money just doesn't flow.
So it's not that the cash isn't approved necessarily?
In the DoD market, it's paid through the U.S. bank system. So technically, the government not paying doesn't affect the movers because they get paid by the bank. The bank then turns around and gets reimbursed by the government. So if we can get the invoices approved, they can get paid. So we've been working with bases trying to figure out what can we do to help you out, starting with higher dollar invoices to keep money flowing. And recently the services have started to find some additional help to bring in. The government has to pay prompt payment interest if they don't get invoices paid in 30 days. And so they're trying to prevent that so that they don't end up costing them more.
This is interesting. So the government shutdown might actually cost the government more money in late fees.
Yes. Yeah. If they can't get an invoice approved in 30 days, then they're supposed to automatically pay interest on the over 30-day part. Normally this never comes into play because our average is like 4 to 5 days payment times when there's not a government shutdown. But if we get to 30, they start paying, and they don't like to pay interest for
No.
obvious reasons. It's extra money they haven't budgeted. We don't really want them to pay interest. We want to get our customers paid and in a timely manner.
Is the government typically a prompt payer?
The government as a whole is typically not an exceptionally prompt payer. In the DoD household good moving part, they actually are a pretty prompt payer. Again,
Is that because DACOS is so good at getting
it's
them
all
to pay
due to
their-
DACOS. It's all due to DACOS and the excellent work we do. I will give a little bit of credit to the U.S. bank system because that pays quickly and then they get reimbursed. Now, U.S. bank charges for that privilege of getting that quick payment way more than DACOS charges for our services, but it does help out and do it. So generally, today's day and age, like I said, our customers get paid in 4 to 6 days. I think the industry average is probably more like 6 to 8, but it's still pretty quick payment times overall compared to other sectors of government where you wait 30 days. And sometimes they'll approve an invoice and they'll do what they call cash management. They'll just wait till the 30th day and pay you. They don't do that in the household good moving industry.
Nice. That's really interesting. Get in the comments here, hit that like button, let us know who you are, where you are, and what you think about getting paid by the government. We got Christopher Ramsey out there. He says, great lineup today. Yeah, shout out to our friends at VMT. We've got Tom Tama coming on too. I think Tom's around here somewhere. Probably cubing a living room somewhere around here.
Yeah.
We're going to get him on.
I was in a meeting with VMT right before I ran down here.
There you go.
Yeah.
See that? Look at that. Let's go, Ben. Appreciate you, Chris. We got Jillian Guzda checking in. Says, hey, how's IAM going? That's a broad question, Joe. I'm going to pass it on. Brandon, how's IAM going?
I think it's going well. I think that it's a good conference. One weird thing about this is we're on for the weekend, which is sort of unusual.
It is weird. Yeah.
I think we're competing for viewers with the NFL right now. So I think we're taking a beating on that.
Second most watched program this Sunday, Love and Reload.
Love and Reload, right behind the
NFL
football. Yeah,
it's a tough slot. I to program this.
But in some ways, it's fun too. There's a lot more going on. There's always a lot of stuff going on here, but on the weekend, it's a little more fun. I think it's been a good conference. It's been a lot of people. They said the second highest attendance ever, I think, is what I heard.
I was hearing people say 2,000 people. I don't know if you've heard that or not.
I heard 1,800 plus on the first day, so I don't know where we ended up. They always have people straggling in, but it's been good. It's a lot of people, and the layout's good, and the expo hall's been. We do a booth here, and we have. We've been busy. We've had people coming and going all the time.
For being such a large hotel and for being in a city with so many admittedly distracting opportunities out there has been such a high concentration of people. I was worried that it would get diluted, right? Like Vegas. Let's be honest, right? Vegas, people get lost, it gets diluted. No, I mean everywhere you turn, you see the blue badges and you see, movers, right? And I like that. That's what you come for. Yep.
It's they've pretty much taken over the hotel, so you can pretty much everywhere you go in the hotel here, it's all IAM members. And it's great. I was on the IAM board for 5 years a while ago, and I met so many people during that time that I get to come back every year and see. And I may not work with them directly, but I know once a year I'm going to come to this convention and meet them and see them and renew a friendship. And so it's just a good conference. It's a fun conference, and I have a long history with it, obviously.
Well, and some people may not know this about you, Brandon, but I actually heard that you were a top 5 rules expert in DPS. Is that true?
That is true. I finished 3rd in the competition.
Wow.
Which I was surprised by because we have a deep expertise in the payment rules. We know everything that affects money, we know.
Yeah.
But there are aspects that have a lot of regulations like claims, warehouse approvals. I don't really get involved in that. And there were a lot of questions on that. So I didn't think I would do quite as well as I did. So I was happy about that. I finished 3rd out of probably 45 people. I lost to Jake Peroni from Central Van Lines.
Wow.
Who not only is good at fantasy football, as you know, but is good at the
brilliant.
Jake Peroni did that. I was disappointed, however, though, because I had 3 of my coworkers there who know a lot more about things than I do, and I beat all of them. So that is not good. I should not be the most knowledgeable person on my team on the DP3 rules. But it was a fun competition. Dan Bradley from IAM had a championship belt made, and so if you see Jake Peroni, he'll be wearing his belt probably.
Man,
and,
anything
you know,
to make Jake more obnoxious.
Oh, Jake is such a humble, down-to-earth victor that it's really hard for him to express any pleasure with his victory. But you can sometimes pry it out of him.
I'm sure we'll never hear about this.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Oh my gosh, this is fantastic.
Yeah, he'll be wearing that.
You know, Brandon, I could talk to you forever, and it's been so much fun. And I love going by the Dayco's booth, and I see your books out there, and it's been great seeing Tammy here as well. You want to really quick, maybe just for people who don't know, maybe just plug the books that you and Tammy have written.
Yeah. So in fairness, I didn't write any of them. It's all Tammy.
Okay.
So I'm not going to take any credit for that. But yes, my wife has worked in community development and organizing and philanthropy for a long time. And what we try to do with Dayco's is be about more than just making money. We are about giving back and really trying to do good with what we're doing. And so she wrote a book called Philanthropy for All. You can buy it on Amazon. And learn all about the different philanthropic work she's been involved in. But one chapter of that was the work we did about Dayco's. We printed an excerpt of that, and we have that available here at the booth. And if anybody wants ever a copy, email me, reach out to Ben. He'll get contact information for you, and we'll get you a copy of that excerpt so you can kind of learn about how we do work at Dayco's to try to do more good. We really just want to try to inspire other companies to find the way that makes sense for them and see what they want to do.
I love that. Yeah. And that's something that you don't get watching football today. You do not get free books about doing good.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The rating just shot up.
Love it.
You got some great people coming.
Yeah, we do. We got some great people on deck.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Have a great rest of the conference.
Thank you.
Brandon Day from Dayco's, everybody. And we've got Wes Stewart coming up next here. Wes Stewart, the outspoken Wes Stewart. How you doing, Wes? So good to see you. Man. Good friend here at the show. Wes, oh, man, it's great having you here, buddy.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Repping Virginia. Take one step back, Wes. You're a tall drink of water, man.
Okay.
There you go. We got to fit you in the frame, buddy. I thought I was hard to get in the frame, man. You're over here stretching us in different ways.
You look better in the frame.
I love this. Oh, man.
Right.
It's good to have you here. How's the IAM conference treating you? What's one thing you're taking away from the show?
The food in New York is amazing.
Isn't it good? What have you been eating out here, man?
Steak and Italian, and it's really good. Like, you don't even know who your waiter is because there's like 5 or 6 guys, serving you, and everybody's like, "Thank you," and like the food's like really good, and all the tables have tablecloths. The guys are wearing ties and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's all about the uniform, right? You got to make sure everybody's in uniform.
They got the 7-foot maitre d' that says, "Come on in."
Love it.
Don't get out of line, or I'll have to bat you out of here. But it's really good.
I remember one of the best meals I ever had at IAM was with you, and it was in San Diego. And we ended up at a place. For the first time, I had bone marrow.
For the first time.
It was phenomenal.
Really I had the bone marrow that night.
Yeah, it was fantastic, really man. But do you come for the steak or do you come for something else?
No, I come to see all the people and just try to see everybody and let them know, hey, we're still here and we're still doing our thing and just seeing old faces and reassuring people that we're live and ready to roll.
Tell us about Stewart. Tell people that may not know about Stewart Moving. Tell us a little bit about you.
Stewart Moving and Storage is a great group of dynamic individuals. We have really great leadership. We have 9 locations. We're in 5 states, 13 warehouses.
Wow.
We haul. We've got 100 trucks. We got about 30 of those on the road. And we're really into military. We do storage and delivery and commercial and COD and all that good stuff.
I got to ask you, Wes, how did you start your business?
How did I start my business? I was a driver.
Yeah, I love that story.
I grew up in the Arpin system, and Paul Arpin was going through a stage where he was opening up all these company stores, and he had a place in Richmond, Virginia, and he said, Wes, I was driving for him at the time, and he said, Wes, you get it running, making money, and I'll sell it to you. And so I made him money every year, and every year I'd say, can I buy it? He'd say, no, you're not ready.
Isn't that funny how they do that?
Can I buy it, Mr. Arpin, this year? He's like, no, you're not ready. So like the 4th year, I was like, Mr. Arpin, can I buy it? And he goes, yeah, I think you're ready.
Oh, there you go.
And then the rest is history. And Mr. Arpin was my mentor, and he taught me a lot. And I still, to this day, quote him almost every day. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah. If he was still alive, I would still be working for him, to be honest with you.
I had the pleasure of visiting your office out there in Midlothian, I believe it is, right?
Corporate headquarters,
yeah, and walking around it. And I love the way that you have set forth career pathing throughout the organization on the walls where you can actually see what it takes to become the next level in your organization.
Yeah.
I think that clarity and that transparency is so important to people as they're looking to climb the ladder, just as you did in your career. what kind of went into that for you, and why is that so important to you in your organization?
Well, when you promote from within, everybody sees that and they realize, hey, there's a lot of opportunity here, and that's all these guys really want is just an opportunity to do well. And if you're part of something that's alive and growing, working for a company, that's all you can ask for. It's something that's alive and growing, and that's fair. My job these days is to allow or not allow, but mostly keeping the peace and calling what's fair and what's not fair. And we run a very, very fair system, and I think I like to say we treat everybody the same by treating them differently, if that makes sense. So I'll leave that one to you to figure out.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. So what are you thinking about these days? As we're coming into a post GHC kind of world now, right? We're kind of back to the old way in some ways.
We're back to the old way, but they're doing a study on the economics, which had needed to be done for a long time. And I think when they really study it, that the rates will come back into it, and that we'll be able to invest in the military again. It's good business. It's been around a long time. We're really good at it, and a lot of people. It's really good business, and I think it's going to get back to where it's going to be sought after again. Like the last couple of years, there's been a lot of disruption. And nothing's been promised to you. As a matter of fact, a lot of stuff was promised that it was getting taken away, but that didn't happen. In the end, the right things all happened, and I think we're poised for improvement in the program overall. But the biggest thing with all the disruption is we really went after. We expanded our business lines into COD. We're really getting excited about AI and all the efficiencies that brings. We're integrating in that. We've got an AI voice agent now. Her name's Laura, and she answers the calls 24/7.
Laura? I know you're watching.
Yeah, and she's really good, and she gets better every time you talk to her. So we're still integrating that in, and so it's doing really good.
Chris Ramsey out there says Stewart Moving, one of the best stories in the moving industry.
Hey, thanks, Chris. Appreciate that.
Yeah, super cool out there.
Yeah.
If you had one thing you could maybe say to the powers that be out there, maybe a Transcom, what would your message be to those guys?
Believe in the people. Believe in the people that are doing the work for you now, and pay attention. Invest in what you have. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. You've got a pretty good wheel turning. So just look at what you have and really try to understand what it is that we do, and you will be amazed at the effort that goes into what's going on. And I just think you really got a good thing going. Just invest into that, and don't try to change everything. Just enhance what you have.
Yeah, I think that's a great message. Yeah, really cool.
And Ben's a really cool guy. He got me a good salesman, by the way. And so, if Ben says, hey, do you need any help? He can find you some help.
I appreciate that.
So I just want to say that, Ben. Thank
you, Wes, and I appreciate the partnership, man. Yeah. I love working with companies that are looking at diversifying themselves, going into different areas, doing different things, and helping them achieve those goals.
That's what the disruption did. It's like, what, guys, this is a wake up call. Let's expand, and it was a lot. We had a lot more success than what I thought we were going to have digging into it, and we really like it. And I know it's a direction we're going to continue to go.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, right? When that GHC thing came along, where I think for a long time we were like, oh, this thing's not for real. It's not going to work. It's not really going to happen. And then it was like, oh crap, it's happening, and we can't do anything to stop it. And then the industry finally caught up, got their act together, and we got in front of it again, and did stop it, thank God, right?
Yeah.
And now here we are, and we got we kind of were on the brink.
Well, they stopped themselves. They were never able to deliver what they promised.
Sure.
We all knew it. We all saw it coming. Unfortunately, it took Transcom a long time to figure that out.
But then we got a chance to kind of look over the brink and say, dang, we need to make sure that we're ready.
And we did.
And when something like this happens in the future, right?
When they fell apart this summer, industry stepped in and did it. We pretty successful summer.
Yeah, very cool, Wes. Well, man, thanks so much.
All right,
I appreciate
good talking to you, man.
stopping by. Wes Stewart, appreciate you, man. Take care. I'll see you around, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, Tim Helenthal, everybody. Tim Helenthal coming in here. Tim, so good to see you, buddy.
Hey, man.
Bring it in, man. It's great having you on the show, man. Tim, friend of the program here. Step back here. I know there's a card that says stand here, but it's lying.
I can't read anyway,
We're gonna scoot you over here a little bit. There we go.
There we are.
Perfect,
All
man.
right.
How you been, man?
I've been fantastic. How about you?
Oh, dude, we're here, man. We're at the
We
IAM
are
conference.
here. It's active. It's fun. It's a great group.
It is.
We're having a great time
It's
in New
getting
York
busy
City.
right here.
It is. They must see us over here, and they're kind of blocking around.
I feel like maybe we're causing a little bit of a roadblock here, you know?
We're traffic. You got to go around. It's like,
Yeah.
That's okay. People want to be seen by us, so it's good.
I want to ask you, what's new at National? I feel like you guys are kind of doing some new things over there.
We are doing a lot of new things. We're really trying to grow our network, both as full van line agents and really connecting with all the really good entrepreneurial independents out there. So we've got a lot of new exciting programs like National Express, which is a referral program for movers that don't have the ability to take some of the shipments that they get referrals for. And so we have the team, and we have the infrastructure to support those agents that have those, and that's been a real success for us. Unlike everybody else, we're leaning into AI, right?
Oh, really?
We're trying to figure out how we can really put that into our business. So we've got an AI agent on our sales team now, and it's been pretty good so far.
So what do you think the role of AI is going to be in the moving industry near term?
I think the first place it starts really is on the sales end. I think that's where we're at. That's how do we make our sales teams more efficient?
Yeah.
How do we get more responsive to our customers? And we've got some ideas about how to build out some things really for our website to help our customer find the move that's best for them.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're trying to do. And then I think after that, we're going to start seeing it go into some of the back office functions. I know there's a lot of value for that. And then finally, I really have this idea about putting into our operational piece. Right, that's what I want to see. I want to make it more efficient for us to plan loads so that our drivers can spend more time with shipments on their trucks so they can make some money.
I remember one of the first times I met you. First of all, you've been one of those guys in my career. I told you this before, I'm going to tell you again, who's always poured into me and always given me great advice, usually solicited, but no, always had a word for me, always had time for me. And one of the first things you taught me was like, my job is to make sure I can get as much tonnage on that truck every mile as possible, right? And to ensure there's as few holes, as little air on that truck as possible, right?
Right.
And to think about the opportunity for AI to maximize that endeavor, it does seem like that there's a huge opportunity.
Right. That's right. If I can no empty spots on my trucks and no late shipments, if I can solve those two things, that's a real win for us and for our customers. So absolutely. Well, I like though you went down that path a little bit because we're on Love and Relo. Let's talk about love a little bit. Yeah. Right. So we're out here spreading the love. This guy spreads the love all the time here with everybody, and it's really great to be here again with all these movers. Like it's a love fest a little bit.
It is a love fest out here.
Happier to be here and be a part of it.
Yeah. No, it is a love fest, man, and I appreciate everything you do for me and do for our industry and everything. And I got a chance to spend some time over in the National booth, and hanging out with Angela and Michael and everybody. And, you got a really a good group of leaders that kind of you guys have developed internally over there. I mean, those folks have been there 20 years, Angela was telling me I've been there 20 years, And how do you develop that group of young leaders and promote from within?
Well, I think it really is about our culture. I've been at National for 31 years.
Yeah, you were an internal promote, right?
Yeah, I started at the bottom of National, right? So I think that's our culture. It's like we bring people in, and the thing is that we treat people well. We treat our people the way we try to treat our agents and all the people we work with, and that's fairly. And so it's a good place to work, and where again people can rise up and come up and get promoted, and I love it. Like it makes me happy. It makes me happy having all these people there for that long.
Well, they say your brand is what people say about you, and that is what I hear about you guys at National. And I mean everything from the way you are as a van line, but also the way you are as a as a SCAC management company, and the fact that you guys treat everybody fairly, you pay everybody fairly, you pay people promptly, you pay people what they're deserved to be paid. And I think that reputation goes a long way, especially in a room like this.
Invoices when they underbill us.
Yeah.
We will pay them the right amount. And
wow.
That was like when I was doing network development for the forwarding company for military. Yeah. It was the easiest thing in the world for me to sell it because we would send somebody an SIT shipment and we would pay them immediately. And then if they underbilled us, we would pay them the right amount. Like nobody does that. Yeah. Right? And it's like, to me, it's like, how hard is that as a business to go, hey, I'm going to pay people fairly and timely?
Well, and nothing builds trust better than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing builds trust better than that.
Absolutely.
Well, Tim, this is awesome. Anything you're looking forward to in New York? Maybe a dinner or something you want to see and do here?
So I'm going to the 9/11 Memorial tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go check that out. And then Tuesday, I'm going to go wander around Central Park and just kind of immerse myself in the New York atmosphere a little bit, I think, before I head home and then get back on the road again. So I'm looking forward to doing it. So.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for stopping by, Tim.
Right,
Always
buddy.
a pleasure,
All right,
man.
thanks a lot,
Can't wait
man.
to see you
We
out there, man.
appreciate you.
Thank you, man. I'll take that mic, though. Yeah. Thank you. No, these aren't souvenirs. I know everybody's got nice stuff they're giving away here at the IAM conference. Thanks a lot, Timmy. Sandra, come on over. Sandra Clary. How you doing?
Hey,
so
Ben,
good to see
I'm
you, friend.
Good to see you,
Oh,
buddy.
my gosh.
Oh, my word.
Always making me happy when I see you, Sandra.
Nice pocket square.
Thank you very
As
much.
always.
Always have a little bit of pop of color there.
Ben's bringing the dapper.
Yeah.
Bringing the dapper back.
So good to see you. I'm just going to scoot you one way this way. Just a
Okay,
little
yeah,
bit. There
please
you go.
do. Yeah,
There
I'd like
you
to
go.
hide as much of myself as possible.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So,
I'm with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So I saw the EDC team over there.
We brought 7 people.
Wow.
We brought 7 people.
I always love your
and
team.
we have been rocking and rolling. We were like, oh, we've got 2 demo stations, 2 rolling like tablets for things. And already we're making notes going, okay, for next year, we need to remember we need extra this or less that. You have a little pop-up if that matters.
Oh, who knows? Who knows what's going on over here?
But,
Get in the comments,
yeah,
hit that
so we're
like
busy.
button. Let us know you're out there.
Everybody, whoever's out there,
Yeah.
you should be here. As you can tell, I've already lost my voice.
You and me both,
You sound
sister.
like you did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just getting by out here.
Yeah. So
hot
it's
tea,
busy.
maybe.
It's busy.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you just fly in to do a couple days and then you're
Well,
off
we're
to Salt
doing
Lake or
the whole
something?
the whole deal.
Okay.
I'm leaving Tuesday. I'm getting to
Okay.
Salt Lake on Tuesday, and
Okay.
I'm actually last night I had the honor of going to my father-in-law's 80th birthday party last night.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so my wife's from Staten Island,
That's wonderful.
and so I went across the river and
yeah.
I was there for that, and it was just wonderful.
Making memories. Are your boys here?
No, my boys aren't here.
okay.
They stay back with my mom.
Okay.
And I found out my sister-in-law, the youngest of my wife's sisters,
Yeah.
is having a baby.
Oh.
So it was just a
wow.
big
family
wonderful
moments.
moment.
Yeah. I showed up like a day early. All of us kind of showed up a little bit early in order to be here on time.
Yeah.
And I have a youngish coworker. She's around here somewhere, Sylvia, our marketing lead.
Yes, Sylvia.
And she'd never seen a play, like,
nice.
a Broadway play.
Nice.
And she'd heard about this movie from some person she knew, Ariana Grande, who was in half of a movie called Wicked.
Yeah.
She didn't know anything about the story. So anyway, we went to see Wicked. We went to see Wicked, and actually a niece through marriage, my sister's niece through marriage, is playing Glinda.
No.
Is playing Glinda. So we got to go. We had amazing seats, and she only knew what she thought she knew from her half of a movie, so she didn't, and I won't give anything away here, but so she had no idea all the little clever twists and stuff.
Right.
So the entire play, and she kept thinking she was going to get it out of me, but of course she wasn't. So the entire play, she would just every once in a while look over at me and go, yeah, so it was a lot of fun. I had seen it before, but I got to see it through her eyes, so it was really
That's
special.
beautiful.
So we did that.
That's great.
And yeah.
It's so fun to go to someone's first Broadway
Yes.
show with them,
Yes.
experience that. Daisy on my team went to her first Broadway show.
What did you see, Daisy? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I heard that was good. Yeah. A couple of our guys last night, first show, they went to see Great Gatsby.
Oh.
Yeah, and they were just blown away. When they were on their way, they were like, I don't think I like musicals, and I'm not sure I'm going to like it. And then they watched it, and they came back this morning. They were like flying texts. It was like, that was amazing. So,
and of course, we're right next door to Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly.
the
Right
Richard
out
Rogers
there.
Theater.
I tried to go to Buena Vista Social Club, but it was all sold out. That's
Buena
across the
Vista
street.
Social Club, yes.
That's across the street. I
So
tried to
many
get a
good
ticket
shows.
to that.
Isn't it crazy in the era of Netflix and
right.
Instagram, how Broadway is still flourishing?
But
That's so
being
cool.
immersed in something, you're immersed in the messaging, the music, the activity. It's a different experience than Netflix.
So cool. It's so cool. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in EDC.
Oh, so EDC's rocking and rolling. We've got additional products we're rolling out. We've got some staffing and additions just in order to take care of our growth and our kind of additional focus. We've really doubled down on customer experience, and just everywhere we touch a customer, what can we do to make sure we're doing it right? And,
Love it.
And so it's actually really, really exciting.
Yeah.
So we are very busy
I love
over
watching
there.
the growth.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was an early customer of EDC's moving softwares, and it's so fun to watch the growth. And we've referred some of our global clientele over.
And we appreciate having you
EDC.
guys as a champion, like someone
Yeah.
that encourages us.
Yeah.
You're a great encourager, Ben.
Well, we
And
love
as
it.
you know, you're the reason why I'm working at
Yeah.
EDC. So
Before I
thank
was
you.
paid to be a recruiter,
Yeah,
I did it for the love of the game, and
Yeah,
Sandra was
yeah,
still
yeah.
making me look good after all these years.
No,
And I need all the help I can get.
He
Thank you so much.
gets all the props I can, because
So,
I tell that story where I'm like, if it wasn't for Ben Cross,
Oh.
who knows what I'd be doing.
well,
But yeah,
that's beautiful.
but IAM is
Thank
rocking and rolling. As with all things,
Yes.
it is what you make it.
Yes.
So you just dig in there, and and I'll say one thing I've noticed, because it's, the room is smaller, so maybe it feels busier, but honestly, I feel like there is a lot more, do I say receptivity or receptiveness? Both.
Mm-hmm.
But so there's a lot more receptivity here, I would say, to people just really interested in exploring things.
Yeah.
So it's a fruitful.
An openness, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Like
love
where
it.
they're actually legitimately interested, not just being gatekeepers for things.
Yeah.
So
It
it's
does seem
actually
like people
been,
are open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
so
feel
there's a
like they
lot
also
going on.
realize that, like, if they don't adopt technology, they're going to be left
No,
behind.
exactly.
And so they have to. They're just like, okay, what's going on? What's new? What am I missing? Whereas
Right.
before it was like there's been an evolution where it's like, oh, technology's not for us. We're not going to do it. To, oh no, I've got my stack. To now it's like, okay, what's out there? What's my competitor using? What am I missing?
And
I don't want to be out of
I
business
think there's
in 3
more
years.
realization of also like the value prop, like the value as well as the cost of not having efficiencies, right?
Yeah.
The cost of not having good automated assistants. Otherwise, if you want to add one more piece of business, you might need to add one more staff member. And who has money to scale that way?
Yeah.
You got to scale in a really money effective way. And
Yeah.
that's what we're here to help with.
Yeah,
But
it's exciting times.
It is.
One piece of advice you'd maybe give someone around technology or around who's maybe looking at improving their processes?
I would say that first of all, shop for a good partner, like someone you feel like you can really trust and that you're willing to have open conversations with. Because until you do that, you're still being a gatekeeper while you're hoping they read your mind and just happen to know what you need.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, and so
Don't people come in with their cards close to the vest,
they
right?
do.
Yeah,
and then,
and
you
then
can't
they don't want
help
to tell
them
you,
as
and then you have to
much.
guess.
Right.
Just tell me what's going
and
on.
not to mention, then maybe they're making judgments thinking you're missing the mark instead of. So I would say find the partner first, like someone you feel good about working with, and then just have good open, NDA protected if you want to, but good open conversations so that they can really help you. That's what I would say.
Oh, we're going to do this one more time here. We're going to undo this. There we go.
Did
and
we move over?
Yeah, we moved over a little bit here.
Yeah, see, your smart camera is
It's
just
too smart.
trying to outsmart
Too
you.
smart.
All the people walking by.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome, Sandra. Well, this has been
Well, it's been
fantastic. So great
Ben.
seeing you.
Love seeing you.
Yep. Have a great rest of the show.
Am I handing off to this
we're
character?
handing it off to the character.
Okay.
Adam Lowy
wait till you
here.
see who's coming in.
Hi.
Bring it in, Adam. So good to see you, brother.
Ben, I was
Good
just
to see you,
texting you
man.
saying, where are you? And then I
We're
found
here.
you
We're
in
here.
the middle of
Adam
the IAM
Lowy
Expo.
right here.
Thank
Move for
Ross.
hunger. Yes. Let's
Man,
go.
This is where the
Let's
noise
go.
is. This is your city.
Yes.
Your city.
New York City.
I'm next door, but this is your city.
New Jersey and New York in the house here.
Oh, hey.
All right, we're over here.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh man, my AI camera keeps getting excited. It doesn't know like Italian, mannerisms and stuff over
You got to
here.
work on that.
I'm not even Italian. I say I was raised Italian.
You
My
talk like
stepfather was Italian, so.
that. I'm having a great time at IAM. I
Yeah.
feel like I always do.
Well, you guys got a shindig going on tonight.
We got a party. You're coming?
I'm coming. I'm sipping for hunger.
It's our first ever in-person Sip for Hunger.
We're
whiskey
sipping
tasting.
for hunger.
Yeah, it's that easy. And we got the best whiskey club in the town, the Flatiron Lounge. We got people coming, sipping. I think you said it. Who says you can't mix booze and conferences?
Yeah, somebody got mad about that. I was like, screw you, man. Get off my feet. No, I'm thirsty for hunger. Dang it. All right. We're going out there. We got a sommelier curated experience at the Flatiron Room. It's going to be beautiful. All VIP experience there with the biggest movers and shakers in the business.
Biggest movers and
Shout out to
shakers.
MSS. Shout out to Road Sense Logistics out there sponsoring it. Our good friends, Brian Schaefer and Tim Quirk are going to be there.
Doing my job for me. This is
Look
great.
at that. Yeah,
Best sponsors in the industry, but
Best.
forget about sponsors, just like good people
Great
good companies.
Yep.
I'm very grateful to both of them. They've been supporting us for a long time. Just
And
like,
we're sipping whiskeys. Do you know we're tasting American bourbons? Or are we tasting scotches? Are we tasting Irish whiskeys? What are we tasting?
You know what?
Japanese,
The
perhaps?
last time I did this was 10 years ago at this place.
Dang.
It blew my mind. You're going to have some really good small batch things that they've only made a few of.
Okay.
You're going to have some really good whiskeys that they've made a lot of.
Okay.
But it's an experience is all I can say. It's not like you're just going to get there. They're going to give you your cup and say, try this.
Yeah.
They're going to dazzle all of your senses.
All my senses.
All of them.
Wow. I'm imagining my senses all being dazzled at a whiskey tasting.
Way too excited here.
Well, I mean,
I know.
all my senses,
All of
you're
them.
telling me.
I know.
Okie dokie, let's go.
We're fighting
I'm excited.
hunger. We're sipping whiskey. It's going to be great.
Now, is there a ticket left if somebody out there wants a ticket and they because it's not cheap, but it goes to a good cause. 2,000 meals.
Every ticket provides 2,000 meals. It is a $500 donation to Move for Hunger. We've got 3 tickets left.
Three left.
If you are still interested, we got 3 tickets left. You can be here.
I might have to
at
sell
the
those
table.
tickets. I'm gonna have to sell those tickets. Where do those people go? Where maybe Tim Helenthal. We're gonna have to get a couple of choice people involved. Yeah. All right. We're gonna make this happen.
We should make it happen.
We're making it happen.
Daisy looks like she wants to come.
She really wants to come. Daisy.
Sorry.
I
said sell the tickets.
I keep leaving Daisy left and right. I'm like,
It's
yeah, come to
easy.
New York, and then I'm like, all right, see you later, buddy. I got you close to the party. I can't get you in. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good time.
Move for Hunger's approaching its 10 millionth meal this year.
Wow.
So this is just one of many events that's happening this fall that's going to get us over the finish line.
10 millionth meal. God bless, man. How do you feel if you look back on what you accomplished now with Move for Hunger? Going back to when you just kind of got started with, when you were at Lowe's, and thinking about all that. How would you say you've done with it?
It's been a journey. I mean, standing here at IAM is very nostalgic. I remember my first IAM. I was Terry Head had put my table outside, and I carried it inside the hall, and he caught me red-handed and let me do my thing and introduced me to everybody. We're now at, I said 10 million meals this year. We're at 55 million meals delivered at this point.
Dang.
1,400 moving companies, 600,000 apartment units, the leaders in relocation. And now we're working with freight logistics. Tim Quirk at RoadSense has been a big part of that too.
Shout out, Timmy.
Moving entire trail loads of food that otherwise would go to waste. And just so grateful to the whole industry.
Can I tell a quick Move for Hunger story? Since we're
I
talking
don't know,
about doing quasi illegal stuff for Move for Hunger, I took the truck. I took a truck when I was in Detroit. I don't know if I was allowed to drive this truck or not. Okay.
I can tell you right now you weren't.
Yeah, if you don't know, then you weren't, right? It was a 26-foot straight truck. Okay. So but it was a commercial truck, so maybe I need a CDL.
You do.
It was a Class C, but it was like the same as a U-Haul, but it was a commercial. It was a gray area. Anyway.
You had your children with you.
They weren't in the cab, but yes. So, first what we did was we started out at a Kroger, and we were raising food. Like, we were like, hey, get some cereal, some peanut butter, whatever, put it in this watermelon container, basically,
Yeah.
right? And we filled 2 or 3 of those watermelon containers, right? And that's cool. And then they stored them for us in the back. Well, then that weekend I came back with the truck, and I had to go around and actually pick up. I had a route.
Yeah.
And I had to go pick up watermelon containers.
A lot of Krogers.
With these, and it was a lift gate on this thing. And I had to go pick up these watermelon containers, right? And I didn't know how to drive this thing for nothing, okay? I'll be honest with you, right? I'm driving this thing, and I'm backing it out and I hit something.
I'm not part of this.
There was a pylon. In the front of the store, they got those little kind of concrete pylons. I hit it, and I felt I hit it, and it was cocked like this, at an
He's
angle.
telling this story pre-whiskey, just for the record.
It was cocked at an angle, and I'm like, oh no, if I leave now, it's a hit and run. So I got to tell somebody. So I find the cart boy, right, who's rounding up the carts in the thing. I'm like, hey guy, I just hit this. He's like, eh. I'm like, all right, I told you, and then I'm out. So I told somebody. So anyway, all for Move for Hunger. The point is, people were fed. People were fed. Dang it. Okay. Gleaners got their food.
Gleaners
people
did
were
get their food.
People were fed.
very grateful that you're not behind the wheel anymore in the role
No
that you're in
damage,
today.
no permanent damage.
No
is done.
permanent damage. And now look at you. You know what?
Yeah.
The voice of the industry.
And the voice sounds about as good as my driving. Oh my gosh.
Well, we're excited. You brought up Kroger. Kroger's also a sponsor of our Music City Drop next month.
Oh, nice.
I'm rappelling down the Omni in Nashville.
What in the world got into you to do that?
I'm not sure, but 20 stories down the hotel. We got 45 people from the industry doing this. 45. You could be one of them.
God bless. They
Certainly
don't make.
Daisy could
They
be
don't
one
make.
of them.
Yeah, they don't make a harness that big, man.
Huh.
But maybe Daisy could fit in that thing. I heard you got our friend Aaron Allman doing it,
We
right?
got Aaron doing it. We got Steve McKenna of Allied. We got Brett Patina.
Brett's crazy.
Beltman.
Yeah.
We got Casey Myers. We got all sorts of people that are coming down this
Oh
thing.
my
It's
gosh.
going to be a blast. Snap, Crackle, and Pop are going to be there, Ben. Your childhood dreams coming true.
Oh, snap,
Are you,
crackle,
are you
pop.
texting in the middle of our interview?
I'm trying to get our next guest here. We have promised one more.
I'm just
One
filling
more
time.
guest there.
No more
This
guests.
is it. No more
it.
guests.
This is it.
Snap, crackle, and pop are gonna be
Crackle,
there.
and drop.
Hey, snap, crackle, and drop. Music City drop. Is it during the Country Music Awards?
Day
Or
before.
Day before.
Day before.
That's awesome, man.
Maybe there'll be a celebrity appearance.
I thought you were gonna get like 3 people to do it. You got 45 people to do
45
it. Just one picture.
pictures.
What are we doing? I got a mouse in my hands. Hey, yo.
You ever take a picture in the middle of a live video recording?
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
a lot of times.
I can only imagine the experience for everyone
Yeah,
watching
it's super great. Hey, everybody. If you're not currently involved with Move for Hunger, get involved. It's one of the most rewarding things I've done in my career. When people ask me, you know, what are you most proud about in your career? And they think I'm going to say something about starting a company or whatever. It's probably the tens of thousands of dollars that we've raised doing Hunger Action Month fundraisers, or the truck pulls that we've done in Detroit or in San Francisco or in Dallas, and the things we've done in the community, or going out with my kids and collecting food and things like that. I mean, those are the things that stick with you, and that the kind of things that, you know, frankly, are going to, you know, appear in your eulogy when you pass. You know, those are the kind of things that you look back on your life and you're going to be like, those are the things you're really proud of. So if you're looking for purpose and you're not just like, hey, you know, I'm just moving used furniture and cardboard boxes, but how can I actually make a difference in this world? Move for Hunger is a phenomenal outlet for that. So I encourage every one of you out there, if you're in the moving industry, if you're in the temp housing industry, if you're in the relocation management industry, if you're in the apartment industry, whatever you're in, there's a way for you to plug into this organization. Adam makes it phenomenally easy. Taylor on this team, they've got a great team that'll support you. If you got a weird, wacky idea like rappelling down a building or doing some crazy domino design out of cereal boxes, or canning your CEO or whatever,
We got you covered.
they'll make it happen for you. So reach out to Adam and his team, or if you want some ideas, you can reach out to me. But I highly recommend you get involved.
Well, thank you, Ben. Appreciate the quick crashing of a cameo.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm looking forward to the rest of the conference here at IAM.
For sure. Take care, everybody. We will see you in Salt Lake City.
See ya.